Warm blessings, everyone. This is Master Shaman Palaichi coming to you live today. My little thing. All right. How are you guys doing? Comment down on the side chat here. Today I'm doing readings and pulling up my life cards here. I'm sorry, the quality is not so great, at least on my end here. Chat down on the side or by the side here. Yes, the one card is free. I think it's Li Vong Lo. One card is free, pull. Depending on, I guess, if the spirit guides are going to give in whatever messages to you. Lee, give me a Juju Chi and subscribe. Let me know that you have subscribed because I'll check later. Be sure to share it on your Facebook, guys, as well. If you guys have questions in regards to your spiritual journeys, I'm also willing to respond if I can. If you guys have questions, hello, everyone. SB, welcome back as well. I have a couple announcements that I want to make today, actually, especially to those that have been very supportive on my channel, on my Facebook. They've shared, they've done various supporting activities to Falithi Healing or to Master Shaman Palaichi. Before I start today, guys, I wanted to make an announcement that I will be at the Maple Grove. For some of you guys out of state, it might not mean so much, but I will be at the Maple Grove Holistic Expo this weekend. So join in with me there. If you guys want to meet me in person, come there. Thank you so much, Padao Cha, for subscribing. Leave on low, go and subscribe and let me know that you have. Warm blessings to Nitty Gritty. Hi there. For some of you that are returning, come on in and also share so that we can get a lot of people on here to get what they need, because there are some people that really have not done readings before and are really in need, and they have a lot of questions about their path. Thank you for Lee Von Lo for subscribing. I'm thanking you guys, but I go back and sometimes I don't see anybody on there on my subscription list. So I trust that you will be telling me the truth. Share my video, and I'm just checking here as well. If you guys want to do the 3-card pull, so a little bit more in-depth reading, I am doing them today and throwing it out for $10. Just send it through PayPal. The PayPal is underneath there in the description. It's at palaichi@gmail.com. I can do the 3-card pull for 10 today. If you guys want to do a deeper spiritual message, I can probably do that as well. With that 3-card pull, if you guys want to do that. Thank you if you guys have subscribed. Okay, so I just wanted to do a shout out. Thank you to Dominic. You know who you are. Thank you so much for his very gracious donation that he did the last time that I was on live. I appreciate that a ton. It has helped the channel a lot and what I can do for others for free. Thank you so much, Dominic, for sending that gracious donation to me. Warm blessings to especially Falithi Healing. With Falithi Healing donations, typically, guys, if you don't know yet, I save it up and I utilize it for sometimes it's the gift of giving, and then sometimes it's other projects that I will save it up for to help with people in need. So thank you so much to Dominic for those donations, Dominic. And it's more than once that he's done. Thank you so much. And shout out to Wally as well. Wally, you know who you are. Thank you and warm blessings to you. That gracious and always gracious every month, donating and sending to our Master Palai Chi Falithi Healing projects. Warm blessings to those that have subscribed, liked my posts on Facebook, liked the videos that I do, not just because you like them to like them, but to like them because they do help you in whatever ways that it has. If you guys have also been with me on my Facebook for a while and following me, and also following me on YouTube, you know how I process, you know how my system works and how my services work. If you guys have any questions about that, always can do the introductory reading for $50, or you can also talk to me over the phone for that 15-minute free consultation. Okay. Warm blessings, everybody. I'm going to be doing the readings now, and I'm going to open up for questions. Whether it's a spiritual question that you have, or a question about your spiritual path, as well, or just a general question about life, or if you just are saying, "Hey, I need something. If you can please help me with something here," and I can take a general look. It doesn't have to be specific, and we will just know. All right. So I'm just trying to take a look here on this other screen here that I have. On this other screen. Okay. All right. So if we can get more people in, guys, warm blessings to all of you guys. If you see somebody, I want to say this. If you see someone that's on the chat that is actually not helping us, that is actually someone that is either trolling me or is here to bring some negative comments, please cancel them out by making a positive comment. You guys are the police for me, guys. Okay. I'm relying on you, especially me being out here, being able to come out here and doing my readings freely to you guys. Again, it's one card free or one question free. And then if you guys want to do an in-depth reading, go ahead and donate down on the description below at palaichi@gmail.com through PayPal. And I'm going to be responding to questions right now. So, Lee Vong Lo. Yes, you can get a reading for soulmate. That's a big question for soulmate, but let's see what kind of card you get, okay? So I'm taking that as a one question, Lee Vong. Again, that question can go into in-depth reading or spiritual diagnosis. If you guys don't know about my spiritual diagnosis, you can go out to read about it. I will be putting something out there under the description. But my spiritual diagnosis, how it goes is that if you guys have any questions whatsoever about this lifetime or any past life regression that you want to do, anything, then I take a look and I channel through the divine responses, okay? And sometimes the divine response will speak directly to you as the seeker and wanting to know about what it is that the question is. And I'll go in and I will check and see what it is that there is for you in regards to whatever knowledge that comes through. However, those will be booked through. You'll need to contact me to book through that, and it's going to be via my palaichi@gmail.com. So contact me for that. I typically have you guys go out to my website or right under the link there in the description to click on that link and to schedule either a 15-minute intro reading for $50, or a 15-minute consultation. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Levon says he wants a reading for soulmate. So let's do this. Take a deep breath for me, Levon. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I feel like it. It is. Okay, so Levon card for you. Okay, so soulmate. There has been some kind of a lack of relationship building or relationship hand that you hold, Levon. And this is for Li Vong Lo, okay? So I'll talk in Hmong because I know you're Hmong. So I know that maybe you may or may not understand fully, but 这幾乎那個係地理方你可以這幾我英短我昨天的是做律師和的是那幾個認證全名字 so for example karmic effect needs to be removed or lessened in order for you to open up yourselves to a soulmate. You have 3 soulmates, Livong. Okay, three potential ones that can be a specific soulmate or a soulmate to you, but you have 3. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, Livong. You have 3 specific soulmates. Okay, I mean 3 soulmates. But there is only one specific one that is going to be the main one. But there are 3 out there for you. And at this time, your doesn't matter if you're single or married, your soulmates in this lifetime is 3, okay? And your hand in relationship hasn't been the greatest in the past, but again, this soulmate question of yours is that there are still 2 incoming. So if you end up being with one that is incoming of the 2, then you're going to be fine and you're going to be with that one. Doesn't mean that if you don't find that 3rd one that you don't find your soulmate. So if it works out with the 2nd one, then you won't find that 3rd soulmate because there will be no 3rd after that point because that changes. Okay, soulmates. Well, it depends. Okay, sometimes soulmates are written in stone, and sometimes I will say that again. Soulmates are there. But the destiny to meet your soulmate is not written in stone, okay? So that's very dependent upon your willingness and how you heal in this lifetime and the time that you're going to meet your soulmate, how that will work out for you, okay? All right, so a ton of things here. Let me see here if I can go. So Livong, I don't know if that makes sense for you, but that's what I'm getting, okay? Livong Lo, okay? Exactly, Livong. So if you've never been in a relationship, there is something going on with your relationship hand in this lifetime, okay? And so there are some things to fix there. You may not see it at this moment in time as I'm talking, but you will know about it as you go through, okay? And there is one soulmate that has passed you by so far, but there are 2 that is still sort of in waiting, okay? They are active, but they're yet in waiting. And again, until you can see and face your truth, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about, Libon, okay? All right, so we'll go to the next one here. And guys, I'll say this outright. The reason why I typically don't do free readings, as in like a full hour or full 30 minutes free readings, is because sometimes when I'm willing to give out that free reading, you're not going to be ready for it, and you're going to be in denial, and things won't make sense to you yet until you are willing to say, hey, I want to do that reading. I see it as valuable. And I do want to really know. It's not just me asking to ask. It's important to me. Then that's when I speak and the spirit guides come through, that's when you will hear. Okay? And that's how all readings do go. Until you're willing to hear, no matter how much I speak, you are not going to face your truth. SV says, I'm not sure how to, what my question, but I guess I'm at the phase where I'm wondering if I'm understanding my guides correctly or if I'm just doing whatever based on ego. So this is for SV. I'm just going to answer that for you, SV. Right now, what I'm getting is that you're partially doing things correctly per your guides request, or how shall I say, they are also directing you in a certain way, okay? But I would say, SV, that you really do need, and I would stress this, is a filtering. So if you've got the filtering before, it feels like someone tried to do some kind of a filter or some kind of a, how do I say this? They tried to do a filter for you, okay? So they tried to clear something up for you in the guides, but it was kind of there, as in it kind of worked. However, you do really need to do that on a very official basis, and I think that it's yet not there officially. So I feel that your ego is a bit there as well. It would need to kind of lower down and listen in on the guides and not direct them, as in your head, to do what you want to do, but then to really just sit and listen. I think there's a need, SV, for some maintenance work, okay? Nitty Gritty says, Master, what do you see as an outcome for the protest in Siskiyou? So Nitty Gritty, that's a question for like the general public, right? It's gonna be quite some fight, okay? And I feel like there's a lot of politics involved. So this protest has nothing to do with like a one person result, right? It has to do with like mini groups, okay? A couple of groups that are involved, and of course, very political. I won't go there in regards to politics, though sometimes it will come out. But it feels like it is important for the people, among people especially. But again, it's not important for the others, is it? So I'll just say that nitty gritty. The outcome, that's going to be very dependent on these couple of groups or few groups that are involved in the in making the say to yes or no for this protest to go on or to not go on. It's not going to be a huge, well, depending on what they say, again, it's up to their free will on that. The outcome is going to be dependent because it's very tricky that these groups will or will not say. And that is also dependent on the market. Okay. And when I say the market, it depends on what they find, their findings, these groups, on what they want to do with the market there. Okay. That's all I will say for you for nitty gritty. Since that was not a personal question, I know it's a general outcome, but maybe it's personal to you in regards to who is involved, right? Okay. Gawi Her says, yes, I am doing free readings, Gawi. Again, if you guys want the 3-card reading and more in depth, and sometimes I'm just going to go into that because I don't know how long I'll be able to do these free readings, but I'll do them as long as I can to help you guys out, because I know that a lot of you just need some help and you can't afford a reading. So that's why I'm out here doing readings, throwing them out for free, one question or one card. Gawi says, Juju Chi. Warm blessings, Gawi. Yes, thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate all the support. For those of you that are on and my channel has helped you in any way, or Faliti has helped you in any way, Facebook, however I have helped you through either reading, chi energy healings, shamanic healings, please go out there and subscribe to help me, okay? And to help Quality Healing grow as we glow here. Gawi says, may I get a reading for life or baby? So Gawi, I'm just going to pull a card for Gawi here. All right. Okay, Gawi, take a deep breath for me, guys. All right, Gawi. It feels like at this moment in time, you're feeling a lot of anxiety towards this internal or womb area. I feel like there's like almost like an anxiety feeling, a sad feeling. Okay. Don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me know if that does, Gawi. Hopefully I'm on the right track. I'm always told that I am, but again, I always will see if that makes sense to you, Gawi. The energy that I'm feeling is something sad, something just not really felt or founded. It feels like you're just kind of within yourself this week. It's been hard. So I feel that just hang in there, Gawi. There's going to be more healing that you'll need. So hang in there and seek what you really do, need. Thank you, Gawi. She says, yes, you're on the right track. So just been feeling a little bit down on a scale of 0 to 10. Again, I'm going far and beyond what I need to answer, but I would say that you're on like a 9, 10 this week. It's been hard. Okay. All right. That was Gawi. Warm Blessings, SV says, thank you so much. Yes, someone did try to help filter, but I'm masterless and haven't officially been initiated by a teacher. Thank you. Yes, SV, you need to find your teacher. You need to be settling with a teacher very soon. Otherwise, it's going to be a runaround for you. Warm blessings, everyone. And again, if you guys want to help donate to the channel, I always, any donations are appreciated. And, it's $10 for the 3-card reading. If you guys want to do that. I know I go far and beyond. If you guys have the one question, I'm like answering more than I should. So my guides tell me. Okay. Yes, things will be okay, Gawi. It's going to take a bit of time for you to forgive the situation, okay? But again, I do recommend for Gawi, you need to have a full reading healing for yourself. I would not hesitate to do that, Gawi, because of what you've been through. And there needs to be more from what you feel here to the universe of what you need to do. So I really do encourage that, Gawi. Again, we can do that 15-minute consultation if you want. Just click on the link down there and we can schedule one. SV, if you haven't gotten a consultation from me, you'll want to do that so that you can kind of be on track, especially right now if your guides are still somewhat very active, okay? So guys, I just want to share something with you guys. As he says, LL, I was just thinking that. So don't be afraid to schedule those free 15-minute consultations with me. Typically, especially if you've got, let's say how this works is, and people always wonder, so I'll say this here. How this works is that when you have a problem, a life problem, right? And you have a need to get some kind of answers, I typically let those consultations out there be freeing for you so that you can come in and ask, okay, so is there something that I need to do, or am I okay for now? And I will typically take a look and say, hey, this is the plan of how it would look like if we did this. And we would do that consultation so that you can actually have an idea and a confirmation that, hey, I need to do something, or okay, I will be okay for a while. So we do that personally for you. Out here, I just kind of like to throw these free readings out there because it will help you in one way, one form or another, right? In this moment in time, if you are short on finances and you just need to get a pressing question answered, right? So I do this out here for that reason. And especially for people that are not able, or maybe your mind is saying, hey, I'm not able to afford a one-time healing for myself, like a 30-minute or an hour session, and I just need Master Palai Chi to, give me a gist, hey, or a nod, and saying it's okay or it's not okay, or this is good or not good, then this is what these Freeing Friday are for. They're to free yourself, to make you understand and know within your mind, to change your mindset of really thinking on, I'll say in a poor way, that you're not able to do something for yourself, because you guys know, right, that you are always able to do something for yourselves, right? I hope you guys know that, because then that's going to free you when you guys are with your spirit guides, one way or another on your spiritual journey, or if you guys are just trying to figure out if you want to purchase a certain car or a house or whatever that may be, right? And by the way, I will mention that I'm also a real estate agent in Minnesota. Okay, if you guys need help with real estate, I was helping this one gal with real estate, and she came to me in regards to the shamanic way. Right, she needed some help and some direction spiritually, but yet we ended up doing a house showing for her, and then she kind of was on the brink of thinking about it still. So I want to tell you guys that don't be a poor thinker. You need to be a thinker in abundance. So a thinker in abundance, or an abundant thinker, is you're willing to know that you are free, and you're willing to repeat that to yourself when you are not free, right? When you feel like you're stuck, or when you're really in this like cage-like energy. And you need to know that you can free yourself with just a thought. All right, just a thought, a positive one, that is, right? And it's going to help you to get you there to whichever way you guys need to get going on. I'm just kind of reading here. Tiger Dragon JK. So, hello, glad to catch you live. May have a general message if you are drawn to that. So, Tiger Dragon, here's a message for you. Có chỉ cho tu xia, đâu có lý,自己，我一些，我是老，có thể liền dễ đầu, nếu mà. That is your message, Dragon, or Tiger Dragon, JK. And there's more to that. So if you want to, I would suggest doing a 15-minute consultation, or that 15-minute intro reading to get more clarity on that, Tiger Dragon. EY says, my mom is always worried about my father. How is he doing? EY, your mom is worried, but why do I see your father not? I feel that your mom will also need some healing, EY. Have her reach out to me for a 15-minute consultation. It's free. Okay. Bandao Cha says, I sent you $10 via PayPal for the 3-card reading. Hey, here we go, Bandao. Okay. This is for Bandao Cha 3-card reading, okay? One thing to go into your reading, and how your mindset needs to go into your reading when you're doing a reading, guys, is to open up your hearts. Is to open up your minds and to not be afraid. Nothing can hurt you when you are in the good, when you are in the benevolent energy. Nothing can hurt you. It's only when you sometimes will have a fear or a feeling of, oh, I don't really know if I trust this. Then that's when everything is going to close, like the doors, right? So, Bandao Cha, I'm going to check quick here, just to check. We're going to start going here in a bit. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Pando, what is your first name? Your real first name, that is. Okay. Thank you so much to Mary. She had sent some donation as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Pai Cha, for sending that. Okay. Pandao Cha, here you go. First card. Okay. Very interesting. Oh. Okay. Pandao Cha, 3-card reading. I have your 3 cards here. Okay. So here you go. All right. So or maybe it's Pai. I hope it's Pandao. Okay. So I'm just gonna call you Pandao Cha for now. Okay. Or is it Pai Cha? Okay. Or Pai Cha. I'm not sure. I think it's Pai Cha. Okay. So Pai Cha, your reading goes like this. Okay. So right now, the first card I pulled here feels like there's some good things coming towards you or coming towards your path. And this thing actually goes more into a career area, Pi. I hope I'm saying that right. So Pi, it just goes into this career area that you have. This is going to be very good. It feels like it's almost like an extra boost into your career area that you're going to be getting soon here, or maybe you've already in the current time. But it's almost kind of like you're getting a promotion, okay? Think of it as a promotion, like something that is going to be giving you an extra boost or extra income. That's coming in very soon or already here. The second card that I got explains in regards to you having a ton of self-love flowing into you at this time, Pi. And that is really something that is, it's been a long time waiting, Pi. And you've been waiting for a while to gain this or regain this energy, because it's been like the total opposite. On a scale of 0 to 10, you were at about a -9 on this, right? This inner love or inner truth or seeking path in the spiritual path as well, closest to your personal path. You've been on this opposite side for a while. And right now you need and you will be coming into this positive 8-9. Okay, so I want to say that, Pi. Last card, Pi, is that there is a bit of work that will need to be done or balanced. Okay, it's coming, but it needs to be balanced on the yin yang aspect of relationship. Okay, so there is a reconnection coming back in as in re-entering into this intimacy phase that's coming into your way. So Pi, I hope that makes sense on your relationship side as well. Okay, so those are your 3 cards, Pi. Let me know if that makes some sense to you. But I feel like overall, Pi, it's going to be a good incoming latter part of, well, I will say that it's like the later part of July to beginning of August, okay, to beginning of August, that these things are going to be appearing. Again, some of them are already appeared in the spiritual aspect, but maybe not physically appeared, okay? Pi, if that makes sense to you, give me a thumbs up or a heart and stars if you guys can. I love stars and hearts. All right. And Mary's asking, hi, just wondering, can I ask about my current path? Thank you, Mary, for the donation. She had donated a good amount over what I asked for. So, Mary, I'm going to do the 3-card pull for you, but I'm also going to check into spirit messages, okay? If there's any spirit messages for you. So Mary, here we go for Mary. Pi, if that makes sense to you, your 3-card pull, I hope you heard it. Give me a thumbs up or a star, some emoji there that's of good energies. And so Mary, you have 3 cards, okay? Mary, one thing is that you've been confused about your career for a while and it's been very hard. It's getting to the point where you're starting to make up your mind that you're going to be okay with what happened, what the situation was. But right now, it's going to go back to really self-love and care and really back to what was I passionate about? Okay, so that's the question, Mary. What was I passionate about? Okay. Pi is my government. Sorry, I'm going to read this. Pi is my government name, but Pandao is my full name. You can tell me whatever. Okay, so good. I got it right. It was Pandao and then Pi. Okay, so Mary, Shong, this is for you. Again, you focusing on self-love and care is going to be your thing going into the next month here. As we flow into the 8th month of the year, you're going to try to figure out really what you're passionate about, and you're going to try to really follow that passion now. It's been a hard incoming to say yes to your passion. And now I think that going into August, you're going to be more into this passion part of you and actually more desiring to do something that you love rather than something that gives you income, if that makes sense. Mary, the other thing is that it's been really hard on you on relationship at a very negative 8-9. And for the last couple of weeks here, I feel that there's been a lot of blockage or blocking in communication, and it's not going to be well into the next couple of weeks. But I want to encourage you, likely do some healing, reading and healing and clearing for you spiritually to kind of alleviate some of this toughness that's coming in, especially this relationship side. And the relationship side has a lot to do with this career side being down as well. Does that make sense, Mary? Let me know, and let's see if there's a spirit message for you, okay? As you guys know, I'm very generous on my time and energy. So here we go, Mary. Hold on one second. I'm going to open up another light. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you, Mary. It's in Hmong. Chỉ tua đan du. Chỉ tua đan du. Chín tế nò lý, có yon thịa tàu cho ca, có yon đón thịa tàu, có cho hô kế mò, mình thải. Chỉ cài, chỉ cầu, chỉ qua, chỉ lâu lưu dài, chỉ lâu lưu nhung. Ủa xia, đầu, lò chỉ tàu mò, dễ ủa y xia, cho, có, từ kênh, chỉ, cho, lò của mua, mình thải. That is your spirit message, Mary. Warm blessings, Mary. All right. I'm going to move on to the next question. Mary, if that makes sense to you, give me a Juju Chi. Hashtag Juju Chi, guys. If you guys are on and this is helping you, for those that are watching right now, Juju Chi. Yes, you're welcome, Mary. Mary, for you, I would suggest doing a bigger healing. Có mũi khó kể khó nữa mà. Okay. It's okay. Your lo khó có. The có. I would say more past life. If you guys have a past life question, don't hesitate to ask. We can have real fun with that too. But sometimes it's good to know your past life for knowledge that you need to know to help you in this lifetime. Okay. All right. So, you guys, I want to stop here. I'm at my top of the hour here, almost. And I wanted to encourage everybody that is on your spiritual path to continue the path, but to not feel as if your hiccups that you went through were something that was of your good spirit guides. They are of the negative ones that you have not been filtered of. And so if you know what I mean, right? If you know what I'm talking about, then you will understand. If you are not on a path, but you've been having a really hard time with just everything, every career, family, and your relationships, you're not alone. This in this time, it's been very hard for everybody. And there's just a slight shift, okay, of the economy as we go into this 23rd of July. There's been some slight shift of the economy, and there's been ones or groups, like I have talked about, that are purposely making this shift. Okay, so just be aware. Go get your resources on political things. Go get your resources on conspiracy type of things, because sometimes it's a conspiracy theory and sometimes it's not, and sometimes it is a truth that is actually coming into our way and is stopping us, whether when we're dreaming, sleeping and dreaming, or when we're awake and we're busy at work and making money, or we're just trying to get by with life, whatever it is, or walking on the road and backpacking. It doesn't matter. We are still somewhat affected by whatever they choose to put us in. And so we must stay strong at heart and strong in mind and in our soul as well. That is why you have been chosen or called to do and to be in your journey, your spiritual journey, that is. And you need to stay strong. And you need to stay brave, and to be brave, and to understand that whatever negative event that happens in your life was not meant for you to be in that negative event. It just happened sometimes, and sometimes it was premeditated to happen by other people, perhaps, right? So continue to stay strong, continue to stay brave, and be who you were always meant to be, right? Be who you were always, who you always were. All right. There's a lot of things in my head right now. Okay, so Thomas Willis says, "Hi, this is Vang Yang. I'm on my work computer, so it shows a different name. Last night I saw a couple that I thought were so beautiful together. Will I ever find a life partner in this lifetime?" So Vang, it is very possible, yes, this life partner. But again, there's a lot of removal of the karmic energies, right, in a different lifetime. And believe it or not, from a young age, you already felt this difficulty being okay with a partner, like a female partner, okay? But again, it takes a lot of healing to go through, Vang, and you'll need that healing through time, okay? Hopefully sooner than later, because time on earth is very precious. And in order to find the right, and I'm going to talk to everybody, not just Vang, in order to find the person that is of your liking or of their liking, and it makes sense to come together and that you won't miss the boat. In order to do this, your hand in relationship must be able to reach that. And that's just going to be a very, how to explain this in a more technical form. I'm not going to even try to do that, but it is the spiritual hand that you hold as a person, and who came together to come and be your soul this lifetime. That is going to be a big question mark until you get healing, until you find out and we look into more of who you were, how you became, and how can you release this karma, or how can you release the trauma, whether it was in a past life or this lifetime. Then you are one that I would also say, and it could be more than one taning. It could be a little bit of one, I say at least maybe two, because one is not going to do it at this moment in time unless you've got a ton of healings and then you do your tanning or you do your a healing for yourself. Okay, but that's what I have to say to you, Vane. I know it's a very hard to look at other couples when they're so beautiful together and things work out, but it's an envious thing. But again, you must have faith in your hand in relationship, and you must be willing to think positive about your hand in relationship. Okay, this is not just with a love relationship that you are asking right now, but it is also with a like family relationship. Okay, they both come in hand. All right. Let's see here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at my top of the hour. I'm going to be on next time. Warm blessings to all of you that has watched my lives. Thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate the truth, the honesty, and the integrity that you guys are giving me. I will say that, whether you have or not, in the hopes that you will understand what integrity, honesty, and truth means. It's only for the good and the benevolence. And so, Juju Chi to all of you. Thank you so much for those that are giving me the Juju cheese and hearts and flowers and stars and happy faces, whatever it is. Stay true to yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. No way, right? You can have integrity with whoever you deal with on a daily basis or in your family, friends, colleagues, whoever you want to say, right, that comes along the way in your path. Continue your spiritual journey. Mostly everybody has a spiritual journey. It is only those that actually face it and is conscious to it that know that you are on the journey of whether you are called or chosen, or that are you just on the journey to really just find out your identity in this lifetime. And that could just be very simple, right? But though it could be very difficult for the person to really think that in their minds at the moment in time until they go through certain situations, until they meet this wall or this hill or this mountain or this river. Until they do that, then they will be willing to submit to their healing. And it's only when you submit to your healing, don't forget this, it's only when you submit to your healing that you will gain healing and that you will face the real truth, right? And how can I express that? I cannot express that enough. The real truth. And that is going to be here and between you and the universe, okay? And of course, your heart, the soul, where the soul lies, right? Warm blessings, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.